Hey guys, what's up? It's Anthony, and we're going to do part one of my vinyl albums. I got this box right here, and we're going to be showing off all the vinyl I have. So, strap in. I have like 5 boxes of vinyl. I've been collecting albums since 2009. And a lot of these, some of these are represses, some of these are originals. And I have a lot of odds and ends here as well. Some of these records are also part of my family's from years ago that I have inherited. So, well, not inherited, but like I kind of jacked from their collection. And we're right off the bat, we're going to start off with one of my dad's records. This is Journey with Evolution. This is a great album. This is the second album, I believe, with Steve Perry. It's got Lovin' You Is Easy, City of the Angels, Lovin' Touchin' Squeezin'. Great band from San Francisco, I believe. Yeah. This is an OG press that has seen better days, but it's got the original everything. In her sleeve, and it's on black vinyl, but I'll show the label, and man, that record is dusty. There's the label on Columbia. Yeah, I love Journey. They're actually my dad's favorite band of all time. You know, he's been a Journey fan. He actually saw them live, not on this tour, but the tour before this. And he's still a big fan of Journey. I have a couple other Journey albums. I need to put a lot of these in sleeves too. I actually plan to buy, what would you call it? Like these record sleeves from a website called bags.com. I heard they're like really reliable. And some new inner sleeves for some of the records, so. So we were showing one of my dad's records. Here's one of my mom's records. Cyndi Lauper with She's So Unusual. Yes, this is the one with Money Changes Everything and Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And, of course, Time After Time. You know, classic Cyndi Lauper right here. I also own this on CD from, like, 1980. Yeah, I think it's the original CD press. Just on a regular sleeve, nothing too special. Yeah. If you know like the radio, you more than likely know a Cyndi Lauper song. She was like one of the pop singers of the 80s, along her and Madonna and many others. This is a record I believe I got from my, I want to say my uncle, Mac Davis, I Believe in Music. I think this is like soft rock, I think. You know, not a real big Mac Davis fan. Wow, this doesn't even have a sleeve. That really needs to change. Yeah, Mac Davis, I Believe in Music. This is from, what year is this from? It's from, I don't know, but I think it's the 70s. I think the mid 70s. Yeah, I don't know too much about Mac Davis, so I don't I can't really give much of an explanation, but I have it. I don't know. Tell me in the comments if Mac Davis is any good or not. Speaking of, Rita Coolidge with The Ladies Not For Sale. Yeah, there it is. I think this is a record that my uncle gave to me. Not a big Rita Coolidge fan, but, you know. He found it at Goodwill, so he thought of me, so. This is a gatefold from 1971. Yeah, this is terrible condition. But it's on A&M. Who I know we're also... I know Herb Alpert was on the same label, I know. Yeah, I know some of these records don't have sleeves, and me putting the records back in the, jacket is like sacrilege or whatever, but you know what? I don't have sleeves for some of these, but I need to get some, so. Yeah, we'll go through this later. We got Lobo with Of a Simple Man. This has A Simple Man on it. I know about Lobo. I think it's Lobo who I'm thinking of, who has a song called Me, You, and a Dog Named Boo. But that song is not on this album. It's on Bell. This actually has a sleeve. What year is this album? 72. Okay. On Big Tree Records, which is a label that I've actually never heard of. But yeah, Lobo I know was really big for a time. Pretty popular. So it's like Bell with Big Tree. So Big Tree is part of Bell. I didn't know that. We got Cashman and West, A Song of Two. This is an original press from 1972. It says Songman, Only a Woman Like You, American City Suite. And it's on a gatefold, which actually forms out like that. Once again, another record that my uncle gave to me, because he thought of me. Because he went to Goodwill. He lives in, he used to live in Colorado. He lives in, I think, Missouri now. But, yeah. This is on Dunhill, which is a sub-label of ABC. Once again, I haven't really spun this. If anyone knows if Cashman and West is actually good, let me know. I might check them out myself. Yep. Here we go. Here's some more material I'm actually familiar with. This is a sort of a garage rock, kind of garage punk band called... Can I show anything on the cover? Uh, yeah, I can. This is White Fang with Chunks, I think. That's the name of this album. Yeah, very pretty catchy garage rock from California. This is an original press from Burger that I bought directly from Burger. This is a good album. You know what? Now that I think about it, I remember listening to this album in full, and honestly, in my eyes, this album actually somewhat tells a story. Like I always imagine this album being like some sort of like a movie, but you know, like sort of like a weird guy, kind of like a weird guy's adventure, kind of like a stoner comedy, and what out an album in an album. Hey, there's Baby J from Can of Beans. Full Time Freaks is great. Wrecked is a great song. Bong Rip, Drugs I've Taken. Wander's a great song. School. Chairman of the Board is so good. Doing the Damn Thing. Thank You. If you really want something just wild and fun, this is a great album. It's an original press on Burger. I think this pressing has a misspelling. I'm trying to look for it. Yeah. Turning Square has 2 T's on it. But it's an original press and it's on a really cool orange sort of green splatter. Really, really nice. I need to get more White Fang in my collection. I think this is actually their only album I actually own. There's another band that some of the members from this are also in called The Memories. It's kind of more like psychedelic indie rock. I recommend checking them out as well. Come on, get in. There you go. Thank you. This is a electronic record I got. Where'd I get this? I think a yard sale. This is Chuck Electric with Shadows, which has a bunch of remixes of songs. This is from 2000. It's like kind of like dance music that was used for DJs. It's really not all that special, but it's kind of cool to hear. I got a bunch of these records from different guys, and I really need to spin these again because it's been forever. There we go. Thank you. Yeah. This is another one of my mom's records. Loverboy with Get Lucky. This is the album with Working for the Weekend on it. It's cheesy, but I love it. And of course, people know Working for the Weekend because it was on the episode of Saturday Night Live where Chris Farley was Chippendale. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. He was just dancing in that skit. This is an original press from 1981. It's on black vinyl, but there's the I'll show the label because I know I'll get people complaining. Why didn't you show the label, man? Well, there it is on Columbia. And the rest of my album is just as cheesy as that one song. But they're cheesy in a lovable way. I really need to get sleeves for all these. This is ridiculous. One day. A lot of these are older like older. Here, I'll show this. This even still has the original price tag on it. The Woman in Red, which has music mainly by Stevie Wonder. Now, I've actually never seen the movie Women in Red. But I heard it's pretty, I don't know. It has Gene Wilder in it, so. It's on a gatefold. It's from '84. I do love Stevie Wonder, though. It's on Motown. Motown was still going on in the '80s. That's surprising to me. No, it's really not, because I know a couple of albums that were released on Motown. Does this have a sleeve? No, it doesn't. I need to buy sleeves for these. Yeah, soundtrack to Women in Red. Here we go. This is good. This is really good. The first Van Halen album. A lot of people, this is basically really, I know it's like considered like hard rock, classic rock, but really this album, in my opinion, was basically the blueprint for what 80s glam metal, rock, whatever you want to call it, will become. Heavily influenced by records like this. I mean, let's see. You Really Got Me, Jamie's Crying, Running with the Devil, Ain't Talking About Love, Feel Your Love Tonight, Eruption, Ice Cream Man. Just, This whole album is just amazing. I mean, if you're going to put out a debut album, this is the way to go. I read somewhere, like, someone said on YouTube, one of these reviewers said, like, usually when a band comes out with a self-titled, it's like a bad album. I completely disagree. Yeah, there's it comes with the original inner sleeve. This is an OG press. Yeah, it's interesting to note that David Lee Roth was originally credited as David Roth. That's pretty cool. OG Press on Warner. Running with the Devil. I still hear a lot of this album being played on the radio to this day. And you know what? Rightfully so. Because Van Halen is great. I think they ended it like they have a lot of other good albums as well. Like they were just solid throughout their entire career. For the most part. And I say that because I know Forever Retro 82 will disagree with me, but I've always preferred the David Lee Roth era. You know, some people prefer the Sammy era, but I don't know. Something about David, man. I don't have. I could have sworn that I had the original soundtrack to American Graffiti, but here's more American Graffiti, which is the soundtrack to the sequel, which not a lot of people really watched. I mean, but it's got songs like it's got Mr. Tambourine Man by the Byrds, My Boyfriend's Back. It's got The Sound of Silence, Simon Garfunkel, Stop in the Name of Love. Really good soundtrack. She's Not There, The Zombies. Cool Jerk by the Capitals. When a Man Loves a Woman, Percy Sledge. Can't go wrong. Pretty cool gatefold. I think so. Oh yeah, I think this actually has like sound samples from Wolfman Jack, who for a while was sort of a kind of an obsession of mine. So that's probably why I bought this record, because I was really, I don't know why, I was just like looking up like all kinds of like Wolfman Jack stuff all throughout the years. Yeah, he just had a unique voice. Like, he played mostly oldies. Yeah. Record 2. Yeah, you like, if you are into, like, pretty good soundtracks, this is a really good soundtrack. Yeah, this is another record my uncle bought for me. I'm not a really big fan of this artist. I know she was popular for a while. This is If You Love Me, Let Me Know by the late Olivia Newton-John. I'm not that super into Olivia Newton-John. This is actually before Grease came out. But she did have a nice voice, I'll say that. This is an OG press on MCA Records, which is cool. But I'm just not that big into Olivia Newton-John. I mean, she had a great voice. It's just, I don't know, not that familiar with her music. If anyone wants to buy this from me, maybe I'll sell it to you. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe I'll actually end up listening to this and ended up liking it. I don't know. We'll see. What is... Oh, I'll talk about that record later. The Best of the Bee Gees. This is actually my grandpa's copy that he had for years. This has... My grandpa was a huge Bee Gees fan. And this is before the Bee Gees went disco. This is like their 60s era. So it's got like really early stuff. Like, it's got I Started a Joke, New York Mine Disaster 1941, I Can't See Nobody. Yeah, this is from '69. It's an original press. Comes with the original inner sleeve. And it's on Atco. My grandpa didn't have every Bee Gees album, but he had this, and he also had the soundtrack to Saturday Night Fever, which, despite that being a soundtrack, that was my grandpa's favorite Bee Gees album. He just loved them, you know. And I even inherited a DVD of Bee Gees that my grandpa had as well. Actually, 2 of them. So that's special to me. This is an OG press of, I don't know how hard this is to find now, but I bought it at, where did I buy this? Hot Topic. This is Tenacious D with Rise of the Phoenix. Tenacious, no, I lied. I have the first album on vinyl too. Great album, you know, Rise of the Phoenix, Low Hanging Fruit, Senorita, Roadie. Me and my brother used to love the music videos for all this album in particular. They F their A's. I'm not gonna say the whole thing. 39 is a great song. Rock is Dead is just such a good album. Comes in the inner sleeve, and this is on 180 gram, which actually sounds pretty good. It is dusty. I need to clean that. I've had this for so many years. I think I've had this since like 2014, something like that. It actually does come with a poster, which I'll show too.